Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to build a working elevator in Build a Boat for Treasure. To start, we need to place a 10 by 10 block. Use the scale tool to correctly size it. This is just the size I've chosen to work with, and you can change it to fit your own needs. Next, we need to create an outline around the square. Place a block on each corner, then use the scale tool to create a solid border. Once complete, remove the center block, leaving the outline in place. Next, we want to add pistons to the center of the outline. I'm only using 2, but you can use as many as needed for your project. Now we want to add a block to the top of the pistons, using the scale tool to make it 10 by 10, or your chosen size. This will be the floor of your elevator. We need to make sure it's not connected to the outline. To achieve this, set your scale tool to 0.1 and move all inside edges by 1. Adjust any edges of the outline that become disconnected, however this isn't necessary. Before proceeding, we should test everything works so far. Place a switch, unanchor the model, and test. With that all working, we can proceed to adding the walls. Mirror the floor and use the scale tool to create walls of the required height. I'm using 10 blocks high and 0.5 wide. Repeat this step for all 3 sides. Another quick test to make sure it still works, and we can start working on the doors. Place a block either side of the floor, against the walls. Using the scale tool, expand them to create each door. Using the scale tool at 0.5, scale the door's width, and also move each side wall back by 1. Now we need to set the scale tool to 0.1, and shrink each side of the door, making sure it's not touching anything. For this step, take your time, work slowly and carefully, making sure to move every side. The doors must not be touching any other part for them to function correctly. You can also set your scale tool to 0 for tighter gaps, but for this tutorial I will stick to 0.1. Finally, let's add the pistons to control the doors. Place on each side. Place a block on top of the piston and scale smaller and towards the door. Scale the rest for the door to connect to this block. Finally, mirror the floor and move it up to the top of your model, and test. So far everything is working correctly, but the doors are functioning the wrong way. To fix this, return the model to the original position, open both doors by clicking the pistons, and set the length to the desired length. 4.5 works for me. That's a lot better, but we can still improve upon this. Add a timer. This will control the doors opening. Using the spanner tool, connect the two pistons and the switch to the new time. Now when we press the switch, the doors close, the elevator moves up, and when the timer ends, the doors reopen. We can still improve this by using another timer. This one will control the pistons. Place the timer and disconnect the pistons from the switch, and connect them back to the timer. Now finally connect the switch to the timer. Now when we press the switch, the doors instantly close. One timer ends to initiate the elevator moving up. Finally, the second timer ends, initiating the doors reopening. We might need to fine-tune the timer settings to get things correct. For this scale, the door timer works on a delay of 6. And the piston timer works on a delay of 1.5. The final thing to do now is move the switch inside, and test it all together. Congratulations, you now have a working elevator. This model can be adjusted and edited to fit many different projects. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe.